Okay guys, today we are going to debate. We are going to be master debaters. We are going to master debate all over this screen. About a month ago, FaZe Clan posted this video. FaZe is a bunch of streamers, and the video is them debating people with 9 to 5s on which is harder, a 9 to 5 or streaming. So I thought I would weigh in a month later. It's been a month since they posted this. I'm a little bit late, but maybe my 2 cents would be appreciated. I've been in both worlds. I was a programmer professionally for like 5 years, and then I became a content creator, and I've been that for like 12 years now. So we're gonna watch this video, and I'll try and give you my honest opinion on the arguments presented, and we're gonna master debate.
What's up? How's it going?
Same old different day.
All right, James is a mail carrier.
My argument here is that streaming and social media creation is harder than a 9 to 5.
Facts.
Nah, it's not facts, bro. 9 to 5 is way harder, homie.
Why do you say that?
Because you gotta get up every motherfucking day, go to the motherfucking bullshit job, and slave for fucking pennies.
See, that's the thing is you're right. You get up every day, you go through the motions. You don't have to get a good night's sleep. You don't have to be focused. You don't have to be locked in. You wake up. You go, you flip some patties, maybe you sign a few envelopes, answer a few phone calls. With streaming and social media creation, you have to be on your game 24/7. It's like a switch that never turns off.
When you're a mail carrier, I'm a mail carrier, and I'm gonna tell you something, man. I get treated like shit every motherfucking day.
We have to deal with thousands, tens of thousands of people critiquing every little thing we do, every decision we make, every thought we have.
You guys got it made, man. I wish I had it made like y'all.
We don't have to sign a few envelopes and put them in a mailbox.
First of all, I don't know if this guy knows what a mail carrier is. Who is signing envelopes? Who's doing that? Mail guy just like, I'm gonna give you my autograph before I put this in your mailbox. Yeah, it's just your utility bill. I'm your mail carrier, so like obviously you want my autograph now. First of all, I don't like, I believe Lacey is the guy's name. I don't like how condescending he's being. I feel like in a debate like this, it's important to have empathy towards the other side. That's how you win a debate, I think. I don't know. I'm not on the fucking debate team, but like that's how I would tackle it. I feel like try to understand where they're coming from. Instead he's just like, I'm not fucking flipping burgers. I'm not just like, it's streaming. You gotta be locked the fuck in, focused, all right? I'm not just fucking putting envelopes in the, look at me, I'm a mail carrier. Whoop-de-doop-de-doo. Like, I'm putting letters in your mailbox. Give me a break, bro. Because there obviously are hard things to being a mail carrier, and you do kind of have to be locked in. You're driving a fucking car around. Like, what happens if you're tired or hungover or whatever, you hit a dog? Any 9 to 5 can be hard if you're like not in the right mindset. And guess what happens if you don't perform? You get fired, and then you make 0 money.
What's the next idea? Oh my God, I have to stream today.
And I got dogs that want to bite my ass
and you have lunch breaks. You have lunch breaks. We don't have breaks. We're on 24/7. You got high energy 24/7.
I wish I could be at home like you and get back and get paid big money.
We're not even at home. We're walking around. We're walking around.
We're not even at home, bro. We're like at the club. We're fucking in Vegas, all right? No days off. I know especially for like IRL streamers, I understand you have to be on like pretty much all the time, but that doesn't mean you don't take breaks. Like you're going out for dinner. You guys are rich. You're fucking going to the club. You're going out for dinner. Yeah, you might be taking Instagram stories and shit while you're out there. It doesn't mean you're like not on break, You're going on trips, you're going on fucking private planes.
He's going to parties, doing all this stuff.
I gotta slave just for not even 100,000 a year. I gotta work double overtime. Bullshit.
Okay, what about this? You're guaranteed to get paid. You have a steady rate.
You're not guaranteed?
If I don't work, I don't get paid. It's simple as that.
Yeah, but you have a guaranteed
pay if you work. That's your decision if you don't want to work.
I gotta work at the job for years.
If I don't go live, I don't get paid either.
We don't gotta deal with people spamming L's.
Yes, we have people in the chat spamming L's. Oh, this is boring. We don't like this video.
I don't know if I love this format for this debate. Actually, no, I kind of do. Because that was a kind of a valid point, but the way they put it was like very just like Gen Z and like people are spamming L's. It's like the hardest thing ever to deal with. Criticism from a massive group of people all at the same time, I agree, is a hard thing to deal with. But also like people working 9 to 5s, like, their boss spams L's in their own way, or their coworkers. You just wouldn't say it like that, but people get shit on all the time at work. Your boss comes in, tears you a new one, you're like, bro, why are you spamming L's in my chat right now? Why are you in my cubicle spamming L's, bro? Get out of here.
Imagine you have to be high energy. Oh, hey guys, how's it going? You guys like this stream?
That's me 24/7. I'd rather do that.
So why don't you become a streamer?
Man, that's what I want to do. F that. F this 9 to 5 shit.
If streaming is so easy, how come every single person in this seat is not a streamer?
People are lazy. They want to put in the work.
I mean, you kind of just proved his point there. It's work. It's work. I feel like that's like kind of the crux of why people feel so passionately about this topic, is because people who don't stream and stuff only see the glitz and the glamour. They just assume it's not a shit ton of work. But like, no matter what you're talking about, if it's streaming, if it's TikTok, if it's content creation or anything else in general, even just like moving up in a company, whatever, if you want to be successful at it and you want to maintain that success, it is a shit ton of work, no matter what. That's just a rule of life.
I get called fat all the time.
Oh, so what? I get called fat and chubby. All my homeboys call me chubby, fat,
Well,
whatever.
That's your homeboys, though. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's a
Yeah.
homeboy.
Yeah, and you right, homeboy, you right. But check this out. My nigga, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go out there and get that bag.
I think she's got something she wants to say.
Oh my gosh, wait, we're seeing a flag.
All right, first round, I think I got to give that one to Lacey, perhaps. You made a couple good points there.
You were talking about job security. Are you familiar with layoffs, with being furloughed? Like taking
We
it back
fall
to
off.
that's being what? What does that even mean?
You lose everything. Every dollar. Everything. You lose everything.
Okay, and then you can rebuild yourself back. You
The same way
reinvent.
you can do if you get laid off. You get a
Yeah,
new
that's
job.
it's
Oh,
it's
and-
it's kind
okay.
of is it not the same concept? Like
I don't know. Back in 2020, when everybody was getting furloughed, everybody was like, "Oh, let me go to social media." That's kind of an easy alternative. So that seems kind of easy.
I know,
And
but
then-
I know, but if you lose a
It didn't
job,
work.
you can't.
just get another
no,
one?
No, you can search for. You have an opportunity to search for another one. No?
Okay, I've been searching for another one for 10 months. I interview every day, give the same spiel.
I uploaded videos for 7 years and barely got any views.
And did
It's
you
just-
wait?
it's-
You
it's-
uploaded
it's-
7 videos and,
And,
didn't
and
get any views
went to school, and still.
and paid rent.
Yes, I still worked. I worked
Oh, so that you had another job.
as a parking attendant. Yes.
Okay, and was that harder
Then what?
than streaming?
No, I was on my phone all the time.
Oh, as a parking attendant, that doesn't sound like you were doing a very good job.
I was chilling.
Again, now it's her doing the same thing. You gotta come in with a little bit of like, all right, I'm gonna hear this person out. That's how you have a conversation. She's being so like, again, just patronizing. She just proved his point. He was like, yeah, I did have a 9 to 5. I was a parking attendant. She's like, well, it doesn't sound like you were very good. It's like, because you don't really have to be a good parking attendant. I'm sorry if anyone out there is a parking attendant and is passionate about it, but you really can probably just be on your phone all day and do a perfectly acceptable job.
If there's certain games that have $1 million prize pools, if there's a skill you could just learn and you're looking for a job for 10 months, go pick up a controller and go hop in this $1 million tournament and win it.
You couldn't
Perhaps.
win it. You couldn't. You
Perhaps.
couldn't.
You wouldn't
You couldn't. You couldn't. You couldn't.
Qualify.
How do you know if it's easy if you haven't done it? Like if you
I
don't.
played Mario Kart. I've played other games.
Not a professional level though.
This is pissing me off. I'm sorry. I'm not even really that like content creation is the hardest thing on earth. Not what I'm saying at all. I just don't like their perspective right now. You have to at some point be able to admit that like things are harder than they seem. Playing video games is absolutely a talent. Like any other thing that requires honing a motor skill.
As a
Just don't come to
babysitter,
you.
I can talk to you about the different things I do and ask you, could you do that? No, but if you wanted to, you would.
If us four
Put on a race.
took 3 days, you don't think we can master an Excel sheet?
Oh,
But let me give you, if I give you 3 days about a video game, do you think you could be that talented as me?
if I wanted to, I would.
So let's pay for her, whatever it is.
Pay,
Give you 3
please.
days, but if you lose, you got to give us it back in double.
No, that's not
what
how the job works.
happened?
You pay me, I'll
What
get the
happened?
job done.
Really horrendous vibes right now. Nobody's really like making like mic drop points. People are kind of just getting heated. If you don't do it, you gotta pay us back and double. FaZe is a funny group to be doing this too. Like definitely the most triggering, I feel like, to normal people because like they're all like tatted up and like wearing crazy shit. And like you see them on Twitter and you're like, why do you keep force feeding me these people? What do you mean Lacey linked up with, I don't know any of these people. What the fuck is happening? Stop, I don't care. By the way, I'm just giving you my perspective as like a almost 35-year-old person that is so not in the FaZe audience demographic. That's how I feel. So like to then sit down and have to debate them about like how your job like demands respect. I agree. I would be also kind of frustrated, but I'm also kind of on their side because I do what they do. Not like an IRL streamer, but you get it. I make content, I have for a long time, and it's a lot of fucking work.
Something you guys aren't taking into account. Say we get a brand deal, I gotta post on an Instagram story. I gotta go find the 4 local cans. I gotta make sure I get the 4 local can. And
Not to mention,
You have to do work. That's what we have to do.
it ruins our Twitter impressions too.
I gotta tag them.
And then that goes into falling off.
My name is Rhonda.
Okay. I don't know if the 4 Loco example was the best. That might have been a joke, but to use that as an example of how your job is hard, I gotta post a 4 Loco can on my story when I'm on a yacht. right? I'd much rather be drinking the Four Loko, and trust me, I do, to deal with the stress of having to post it on my story. It's tough. The falling off thing is real though. It's like a constant fear. Vine just went away and I had to rebuild everything from the ground up. That was definitely scary, and I mean, it was like getting fired, I think. I've never been fired, but flex.
35 years ago, I decided to go to nursing school because I wanted to be a creative, I thought. I loved fashion, I loved acting, I loved singing.
There's a tattoo that says thugs.
But in the South, whole lot of racism. Back in the 60s and the 50s, people didn't give a rat's ass if you created something, and they wouldn't support your business. So yes, a 9 to 5 is much harder. I had to work 7 to 3, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I had to support my daughter.
Rhonda,
you get spoiled.
Rhonda, can I ask you a question?
Nope.
Have you ever done
You get spoiled. Rhonda, no.
Rhonda, have you ever done a subathon?
What's a subathon?
30 days straight.
24
Hours.
Come on, dude. Oh my God, you cannot be serious. Again, valid question. The subathon thing, that's a valid question. But right after she just detailed the racial discrimination she had to go through and how much she had to work to support her kids, that's your follow-up question? Yeah, but a subathon compared to racism in the 50s and 60s? I don't think racism holds a candle to a subathon. Okay, lady?
You're talking about working 7 to 3. You have 2 30-minute breaks throughout that. You get to go home afterwards, see your family, relax. We were on camera 30 days straight, no personal.
What
You know how
day
hard
were
it
you
is
a registered
to
nurse?
have.
When did you get a break? You clean boo-boo?
When have you ran a 3-minute ad?
You said you're a nurse, right?
35 years.
What do you think's harder? 24-hour open surgery, like when you're helping with, the doctor, et cetera, or a 24-hour stream?
24-hour open surgery.
Oh, brother.
Short-handed.
We're saving thousands, you're saving one.
Horrible point. Come on, boys. Come on. You can't possibly be dapping up about that point. Saving thousands? I'm sorry, but you're not saving anybody with your streams. No, that's not true. That's not true. I've had plenty of really, really nice DMs of people being like, your videos really actually helped me out through a hard time. So, okay, maybe their streams do the same thing. I'm doing the same thing right now. I'm being condescending. But compared to open heart surgery, I would say that's definitely more important.
You said 30-day subathon, right?
Yep.
My argument is that none of you guys actually did any of the work during that, and it was all your filmers, your
part of the
editors,
face team?
your producers. All these people back here are the ones doing the work. You guys just show up and have fun.
They didn't do anything.
It's a group project.
No, because here's the thing.
Well, that's bad takes.
That's bad takes. That's bad takes. That's bad takes.
They wouldn't have any work if it wasn't for us, though.
I would even go as far to say, as every person in this room, we keep them employed as well. Because here's the thing, we get sponsors from these companies that have 9 to 5s, right? These companies, hold on. These companies are not viable without influencers to push the brand and keep them in business.
Dude, come on, man. The world was perfectly fine before influencers came along. It was operating perfectly fine. People had jobs and products got sold before influencers and streamers were a thing. You guys are making the wrong point, all right? The point is, it's a lot harder than people think to be on camera and be funny and, perform, basically. Performing is a hard thing, and it doesn't look like a performance. That's the thing. It just looks like people having fun. I'm sure some of it is, like some people are very good at just like having fun and being funny naturally because they're type A or whatever, but like I'm just speaking from my perspective. Doing this every day is extremely taxing mentally for me. It just is, and I'm not saying that to be like, you need to respect this job, whatever. I'm just saying, like, just factual. Like, I finish a video and I want to just sleep for like 2 hours. So yes, like filming, editing, I've done all of those things, right? All extremely time consuming. Editing, way more time consuming than filming a video. You film a video, you sit down for like an hour, editing it takes 8. But this, I would say, is like mentally just as draining. And when I finish a video and then I do some other creative stuff and I write some stuff and whatever, I'm definitely just as tired as I was coming home from my programming job where I was writing code all day. Which wasn't like physical labor, but you see what I'm saying. That's the point. The point is, it's not just having fun.
Hi, I'm Chris.
All right, Chris.
Why do you think a 9-to-5 job is not harder than what you do?
Well, you're guaranteed to pay.
Guaranteed to pay?
Yeah.
And that makes it harder?
Yeah. No, it makes it easier for you
Makes
guys.
it easier because we have a guaranteed pay.
100%. You have
Makes
security.
it easier
Talk about
for
raises.
Makes it easier for 9-to-5 people to have a job because they're pay is
Yeah,
guaranteed.
when you go to work every day, everyone's
So you're
like,
basing the ease of a job just on somebody getting paid regularly? Is that what you...
well, it's because you're guaranteed.
It's not guaranteed though. Like if you don't show up to work, you get fired. It's the exact same.
You don't need to go to school for most jobs, like certain things like a 9 to 5. If you wanted to go work at Foot Locker, I could go to Foot Locker.
You definitely don't have to go to school to be a streamer.
So do you truthfully, you could sit here and think that working at like a Foot Locker or something like that, I'm just using that because that's the best
Sure.
example,
Yeah, yeah.
is harder than a streamer?
It depends on what you are saying the word hard means to you. Because
In the
there's
sense of
hard
everyday
physically,
activity. Because
there's
some
hard-
people around here said, oh, I got to wake up at 7 a.m., 8 a.m. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, we have to do the same thing.
Sure.
Some people do that.
And you deal with yourself.
No, we deal with millions
When
of people.
you're creating that content and you have your phone,
Okay.
you're dealing with you and yourself in that phone.
No, but there's actually a mental aspect.
I understand that, yeah.
No. Let me hear me
Yeah,
out.
go ahead.
Camaraderie. Like you have like a group of people, like friendships, relationships, which is the most
Sure.
important thing in life. So do you build that with your coworkers and stuff like that?
Sorry, bye.
All right, that was a horrible conversation. Neither of them made a point.
I have a question. You said that for the first 4 years you started streaming, you had no income. How are you able to survive?
I lived with my mom. I was 16.
So that to a certain extent is privilege.
So a lot of people don't have houses.
A lot of
When they
people
working
don't
9 to
have
5s?
families that support them or accept
But that's a
them.
whole different conversation. What does that have to do with the 9 to 5? It's
So if you didn't have content creation, what would you be doing?
a great question. I don't know because I didn't set my goals that way. I set up my life to that. I know I would do what I want to do. If we all got paid the same every single month, let's say just in simple terms, we all got paid $100,000 a month, a crazy amount of money. Would you guys still, truthfully, I'm asking a serious question, would you guys say that all of our jobs are harder than each other, truthfully?
Yeah, if she was a nurse, she had to go to medical school for years just to be able to have her
But
foot
she
in the
knew
door.
that she was getting security because she was going to be a nurse, correct?
Not secure.
How is it not secure if you knew what you were going to do?
Nothing secure.
Nothing's secure. You just proved my point.
There's literally doctors who do one surgery and make hundreds of thousands of dollars.
God damn, everyone is making horrible points right now. This debate is god awful, I gotta be honest. This is one of the worst debates I've ever seen. I don't even understand what they're trying to say.
Because they were trained for decades and they had to go to
So
school.
were we.
You went to school to be a content creator?
Streamer University.
I can say easily that being a doctor is way harder than being a content creator. That's just a fact. I have friends who are doctors. Their lives are really, really hard. And they probably make less money than all of these guys and work way more hours. Higher stress. Guaranteed it's harder. It just is.
Well, I'm a college professor, so I have to do that same
So
sort
you
of.
just gotta come in and teach the same shit for the next 10, 15 years?
Yes, you're right.
Come on, man.
Right,
You already know what you're doing.
We have to produce new shit every day.
For me in particular, to Silky's point, you're a college professor, so you're essentially reteaching the same curriculum to the same students.
That I had to take
You know what I'm
years
saying?
to learn, but
you know
yes.
what I'm saying? But I started making content when I was 12 years old.
Okay.
It started out playing Call of Duty trick shotting. I
You were-
don't think
okay.
anybody in this room could hit a crane shot. I don't know if anyone in this room could quickscope.
I don't know if
So
that's
I had
something to be proud of, but okay.
So I had to do that for 4 years.
With how many
Constantly-
people helping you?
How many people helping me?
Yeah.
Come on.
Was it just you? Like
No. It
Okay.
was just me. There's receipts of this.
It wasn't built on the shoulders of anyone?
There's receipts on YouTube of me.
Okay, well, where did YouTube come from?
When I was
How did
13
YouTube become so
when I was
easy?
13
Because
years
a
old.
bunch of people worked their butts off 9 to 5, making it a thing.
That's
and
what
if
you
it
did.
didn't
So the
exist,
point-
if it didn't exist, you couldn't press play, you couldn't press record.
Yeah, but I mean, couldn't you say the same thing about college? Decades and decades and decades of people setting up colleges and going to college for you to be able to teach at a college?
The fact that you have a campus to teach on.
Your credentials are playing video games. I play video games on my spare time. Come on, guys.
So you just want to get paid to play video games. It's okay.
I'm Vicky, and my perspective is coming from a hair and makeup artist, physical job.
I felt like that college professor guy was going to make a good point, and he didn't. It's a bummer.
Can even compete with the
Oh,
physicality.
brother.
You guys this is.
I
this
know
is-
how to do a three-strand braid.
Just sitting on your butt and talking into a microphone.
know.
is
So-
very different.
So wait.
Very different than having to get up in the morning, carry all of your gear. You've got to carry all of your hair, makeup, all of your supplies. You have to haul it around, get up early in the morning. You stand on your feet all
Bet.
day. You never sit down.
I hear you, I
You're
hear you.
breathing
I built a
in,
house.
you're breathing in toxic chemicals all day. And
I physically
you're
can't
just
haul
talking
around
into a microphone.
bags of like makeup. You physically could never trick shot. You could not hit a crane shot. You can't 1080. You can't hold a controller
Talk to
and make a 200K month.
Talk to him. Talk to him, bro. Tell them about the trick shots you hit. Tell them about the crane shot, bro. They could never hit a crane shot. Sorry, I know you just said that, but hype man. Crane shot, crane shot. No, but she made a good point. It's not physically harder than a normal job. It's not. Walking around, if you're a waiter, makeup artist, whatever, you're walking around all fucking day, going back and forth, back and forth. I worked in a kitchen for a little bit, so like I do have a little bit of perspective there, but like the physical work of content creation is not as hard. That's definitely true. Unless you film yourself training for fucking endurance races like I do. Then it is harder.
Come on, man. Come on, man. None of you can.
But you can carry some hair and makeup.
And
you have to do that for 12 hours a day.
Yes.
Yeah, but she also said it was dangerous. We could walk around IRL stream and someone could rob us or kill us.
I gotta.
Wait.
They're laughing. That's happened recently.
I've gotten a pumpkin thrown on my head by a crackhead.
Crackhead ran up to him on stream and almost
died.
Almost
Because he
decapitated
quoted
him
his
when he
thoughts.
was-
Yeah, but if it was a crackhead and not like a stream sniper, then that could probably happen to anyone, right? Maybe you're just at higher risk because people hate IRL streamers. Seeing someone with a phone out in public streaming is like, I gotta throw a pumpkin at that guy. Maybe that's what he's saying. In which case, it's kind of a good point. You kind of are in danger when you go out and you got like fucking big ass chains on and you're streaming your exact location constantly. You are at risk then. I agree.
I am very occupational. My last job, I worked as a librarian with elementary school children.
So
I have been an executive secretary, legal.
very quiet, peaceful.
And we interact and have energy with people, where I don't think that you guys have that.
We have energy.
Are you serious?
You have false energy because you're
False
across the
energy.
screen. You're not interacting with people like we
you know
do.
how many-
So what are we doing right now?
interacting?
What are we doing right now?
You're doing it now because we're doing a video.
The millions of people who watch the video,
Yes.
you save lives every
Yes.
day. Probably more than doctors.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Stop using that point. It's just never gonna land. I feel like it's like even if it might be literally true, because as I said before, I have gotten messages from people being like, "Yeah, your videos saved me." I think I've literally read that verbiage before. But to walk around with that mindset where like I am God's gift to the earth, like my content creation abilities are saving lives, I feel like is a little narcissistic.
I'm Robbie. I'm a server at an Italian restaurant.
Come on, bro. Life's easy.
Oh, that's not fair.
He has the same menu, makes the same food every day.
First thing I'm gonna say is nobody's gonna say being a nurse isn't hard, because my aunt was. That is the
My
most
mom
difficult
was.
shit. How are you gonna disrespect your mom like
No,
that,
she
dude?
is right now.
You're gonna disrespect
She
your mom
loves
and
it.
say that your work is harder?
She tells
That
me
is
it's
so rude,
Nigga,
honestly.
She works two of them.
Okay,
She works at two hospitals.
Let me ask you something.
She said it's mad easy. She could work at two hospitals. I used to work at Costco's. I had the greatest 401k granted to me. That means that when I retire, I get the biggest stipend of my life. Do you know I could just sit there and just meat pack all day just to really realize that, what, maybe 20 years I'm gonna be sitting on millions because I worked at Costco's?
Is what you do fun?
I mean,
Do you enjoy what you do?
if I make it fun,
Do you make it fun?
I could make it fun.
Yes or no? Is what you do fun?
Not everything's fun.
What isn't fun?
It is fun. Just say it's fun. It's fun. It's a fun fucking job. Just say it. It is. It is a fun job. It's hard, but it's fucking fun. What we do is fun. Not all the time. Like what these guys are doing, they're fucking streaming with celebs or on jets or fucking out in the club. Like, that's fun. You have to be able to like concede a little bit if you do something like this. Streaming is not all fucking just sweating and fucking, what are we gonna do next? Half the time you're fucking chilling with your boys. And yes, you gotta be on. And yes, it is work, but it's also fun.
For me, what do you do in a day? We'll swap stories. What do you do in a day?
Okay, so it's very stressful, right?
Not fun at all. Because this dude was talking for 20 minutes about playing video games.
Whoa. It sounds like you're jealous, I'm not gonna lie. But
You're on his diesel.
okay, so look, right?
So I'm jealous of a harder job.
No.
Oh!
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you!
Thank you. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
That was sarcasm and you didn't read it.
Oh, you're back?
Babe, I want to just say to you,
Rhonda,
what is it that you're doing that's helping other people?
what am I doing?
Yeah.
Saving lives. I'm a superhero.
I believe 9 to 5 is harder. I mean, fuck.
What's up with this guy's tattoos? Is he about to get a tattoo? Like, it looks like the tattoo artist drew it up on him, and then he was like, oh, fuck, I got a Jubilee video I gotta go film. Can we do this in, like, 2 hours? It's like, yeah, just don't bump it on anything, all right? Or else that's what it's gonna be permanently.
I'm a professional model, but
Okay.
I've worked since I was at the age of 14.
Okay.
I was a gamer too.
I just think personally, like I agree with Jason that I think streaming does take a certain more stop than a 9 to 5, and I also think everybody in here, right? If you guys all try to be a streamer, right? and then we all try to do what you guys do.
You get L's in your chat.
The probability of everybody here trying to be an attorney is way higher than somebody making streaming a career.
1 in 240 people are licensed attorneys. Huh. That's an interesting factoid.
Just got lucky because you're a gamer. You got lucky. There's so many people like you
I was
out
talented.
there.
It wasn't
These
pure
days,
luck.
everybody's an influencer. Come on.
There was over 300,000 people that played Warzone last year. This is the game that I play.
Okay.
I got 4th. So I was a top 12 player across the entire world.
Is Michael Jordan lucky? Is LeBron James lucky?
Yes.
Are they lucky?
I mean,
No,
they have a talent. They have a talent.
They had a
But
team.
as-
So what
you
do
know how many talented people out there and don't get the chance, they don't get the shot at it?
I think this is an important place to stop because I think I have an opinion on this. I think if you're successful in anything, it requires a lot of getting lucky, 1,000%. But it also requires you to make your own luck. Give yourself the chance to get lucky. And you do that by working really hard. If you want to be a pro basketball player, if that's your dream, and you just sit inside all day and don't do anything, is some recruiter going to come along to your door and knock on your door and be like, "We choose you. You won the basketball lottery. You're going to be pro. We're bringing you up to the big leagues, son." No. It's not gonna happen, right? But if you go out there and practice every single day and you play for, high school team and then you play for your college team and you work your ass off there and then you try to meet as many people as you can and try to get in with recruiters, all that shit, is that gonna open many doors along the way for you to get lucky? Yes. So it's both. It's luck, but it's also giving yourself the opportunity to get lucky. And if you open enough doors, you will get lucky.
He's not talented?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Not
That's
at
what
all.
you just said. You just
No.
said
what he did to
I
get
said
to where
a
he
lot
is.
of people are talented don't get the shot to do what he does.
There's a disconnect here because to you guys, when you guys were growing up, yes, it was just video games, it was whatever. But when we were coming up, we're like, wait, maybe we can make this career. Maybe if we get good enough at it and we create.
Do you not
good
think
enough content,
if you're talented at something,
maybe.
it's a God-given gift?
Video games is not like
You don't think you don't think it's talent.
You're just too old to understand.
That's I can't argue that because
when you grew up, this didn't exist. So no wonder you're gonna laugh when you hear this shit because you're from a completely different generation. You just don't get it, and I don't know if you ever will be able to wrap your head around it.
And it's fun, but it's like again,
Damn. I kind of just owned her there.
I would say, in a sense, yes, because you have to put in the work and you got to be on 24/7.
Wow, they won him over. Holy shit.
My mind was changed in the sense that now I'm even more convinced that normal jobs are harder.
I think I have some final thoughts on this that'll put this debate to rest forever. I think a 9 to 5 can be really hard because maybe physically it's really hard, or maybe you don't make enough money for how much work you're actually putting in, but I also think it can be really taxing to the soul maybe because at the end of the day, you might not subconsciously think you're spending your time on what you should be spending it on, which maybe are your hobbies and your passions and whatnot. Whereas people that are streamers and content creators, they're like getting paid to work on what they want to work on. So immediately you're like, that's an easier job because you want to be doing it. I don't want to be doing my job. So it's harder because it's taxing on the soul. It's like, I'm not doing what my purpose on earth is and it eats away at me. However, have I generally been more stressed as a content creator than I was as a software engineer? Yes. Because in my software engineering career, all I had to do was get the job done from 9 to 5 and then I didn't have to think about work at all. Maybe it's just, I was a pretty cushy job, to be honest. But like I was writing code and people did depend on me and the product depended on me and all that stuff. The company eventually failed and the world moved on just fine. So like at the end of the day, it probably wasn't that important of a job, but like it was stressful. I was concerned with doing good work, but then at 5 p.m. I would just go home and not think about work until the next day. Whereas now it's like, if I'm not working, I'm stressed because I feel like I should be working. There's no on and off time. It's just constantly, should I be doing more? Should I be doing something different? This person is doing better than me, blah, blah, blah. I can say that conclusively that I'm more stressed now in this career. Am I having more fun generally? Yes. But I think what the main thing is that people look at this career and they're like, all it is fun. When at the core of it, and this will be my final point, no matter what you're doing, if you want to be successful and make a lot of money, it's going to take a lot of work. And if you want to keep the success, it's going to be even more work. So I think that's what people don't realize. They probably see a bunch of like tatted up dudes playing video games all day and they're like, oh, all you're doing is having fun. When in reality, it is fun, but it's also a fuck ton of work. Boom. Let me know if you agree or not. I'm kidding. I'm not going to read the comments. Bye.